This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hi everybody, welcome to Painting 102. Now, as we did last week, okay, we showed you how to take this bad boy apart. Okay, and it wasn't that hard, was it? You know, cleaning one way, do not go against the grain when you're cleaning the needle, and how important the needle is in keeping your brush clear. But we're almost to the point where we have to actually use this thing, but we still haven't talked about one really important component of this whole adventure, and that is, yeah, you guessed it, paint. Okay, you just can't take any paint and put it in there. Okay, you actually need really good paints. Now, I have a really great kit that Vallejo puts out, and I think they make the best air paints there are out there. I have this kit. You can get it at Miniature Market. It is absolutely tremendous, and as you can see, it comes with just about everything you need to paint. Alright, and of course a great color spectrum so you can kind of mix and match and do your own thing. Now, to get this, if you have the means, it's going to be a little pricey, but let me just put it to you this way: you can buy these individual at Miniature Market. So say you want to just get a black primer, a white primer, until you feel comfortable with it to try different colors, I really suggest it. But you can see here that the paint is a lot thinner. Okay, and you really need thin paint, because you don't want to put thick paint through there, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to get clogged up. Now the Vallejo, I really think, makes the best of air, and the reason for that is a couple of reasons. I've seen the Citadel airs, but you're going to have to take an eyedropper to get it out, and honestly, when the color's already mixed, you take off the color and you just put a couple of drops in and start spraying. It does make your life a lot easier. This is just a superb kit I have, but just all in all, the Vallejo paints are nice and thin, and you're going to want to use those. Now, I know there's a bunch of you out there that are saying, well, I heard I can thin my own paints. Let's keep that for in the future, okay? The reason is, you're just picking up an airbrush for the very first time, and I don't want you mixing paints and trying and ruining your airbrush, getting frustrated, and losing any kind of enthusiasm that you already have to use this. So by just going out and making sure you have the proper air paints, and make sure they say air paints. There's a ton of different ones out there that are going to make such a huge difference and make your life easier. Make sure you have them. Make sure you have your airbrush, your compressor, because next week, by the time this rolls around next week, we are finally going to be painting, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys how to use the airbrush properly. Now, we've had to take this in installments, because there's baby steps to everything, and I didn't want to hit you with everything. So I know some of you are anxious to get out there and start spraying, but I promise you next week we will. The most important thing is make sure that you have air quality airbrush paints, okay? Either get them for Vallejo, which I really recommend, or there are a number of different companies out there, but make sure they are for an airbrush. Personally, I've never had a problem with the Vallejo, and I suggest it way over the Citadel. And I know that's weird for me to say, because I like to paint with Citadel paints. Go figure. So, I hope this helps you. Now you have everything that you need to know. How to clean it, an air compressor, paint, everything that we need to know. All the little details. Because next week, we're going to be painting some stuff with our airbrush. So, until next time, for 102, it's Rob Orrin, and I'll see you soon.